Okay, do you think Tumblr was more toxic or TikTok? I think Tumblr was way more like...
Yeah, Tumblr, because you'd be sitting in your room and it'd be dark and you're scrolling through all by yourself and you're just like, or my areola is too big. Is that like a thing? I really don't know how to answer this question.
I'm like, crickets.
Okay, well, I've never had a problem. I mean, I think all I'm trying to say is Euphoria made me insecure.
These questions are getting very explicit.
Hi everyone, welcome back to A Lot to Talk About. Today I'm joined by my best friend, Alana, who's usually behind the scenes, and she graced us with her presence today. And we're here with my really good friend, Kim, as well. And we're going to talk about literally everything under the sun, from VR worlds to cats to cat gurus to and I really hope you have fun listening to this episode.
Why don't you show me that?
Okay, you never asked.
I'm expecting a Snapchat.
Okay, sounds
Do we even
good.
have each other on Snapchat? Why am I talking about Snapchat? Am I 15?
You know what's crazy? It's like I feel like Snapchat was such a thing, but we haven't added anyone on Snapchat in so long.
No. Do you even use it?
Sometimes, honestly, I like the memories
The memories are good.
feature, and then yeah,
I low-key use it and I feel like I'm 15.
I use it for certain people,
Yeah.
my really good friends, but
Okay, so I'm
not for
on it,
random
though?
chat.
No, I remember
Did you hear that?
Shots fired.
I remember we were at dinner.
Side-eye.
I'll send you one tonight then, huh?
Perfect.
What were you gonna say?
I remember we were at dinner and you sent a Snapchat, and it was after the New Tone pop-up in Vancouver, and you Snapchatted the food, and Bijan was like, are you gonna just send that to everyone that's sitting at the table? Because it's who else?
Yeah, no,
But
literally,
it literally would have been the people at the table that you would have sent it to.
Okay, you know what? It's good for a little keepsake to just look at it
It's a good
after the
memory.
night.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's always there. I love
I have some
Snapchat for that.
Snapchats of you in the car after our last night in Toronto.
You do?
Yep. You haven't even seen them because I don't have you guys on Snapchat, so I
I'm
send it to everybody besides you
I feel
guys.
I have to have you.
You have me, or you have to add
Right?
me?
Well, no, I feel I have you.
I feel like I might
'Cause
have
I feel
you
we met each
too.
other in Snapchat era.
Yeah, but it was what you asked me, or I asked you. I'm like, hey, what's your Snapchat? Is that what we did?
Throwback. I'm
Yeah.
scared of
I feel
what
like
you
we
have on
we
your
have to look at
Snapchat
them.
of me.
I feel like I haven't even looked because I was scared.
Maybe don't look.
Unload the clip.
I watched I think I
Goes
had
on screen.
video on my phone of that night, and it was just me screaming "Rich Baby Daddy" and my voice cracked, but I kept screaming.
Oh
and
my
you and
God.
Alana were like,
With
"What?"
Flash, and we're like,
You know what I hate? How we didn't get to go over the night after the last night
I
together.
know.
It was just go home.
Toronto, they're just dancing. They're engaging with you, buying you shots.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not.
It's maybe that's just
They're
that's
not
just
us. Okay.
They're not buying you shots. They're literally just feeding you bottles in
Yeah.
Toronto. Bottle
Oh
service
yeah,
is
because
so
you're not
different
allowed
there.
to even do that here.
Yeah.
You have to have actual shot glass here.
Well,
They're pouring it.
The first time I went to
Not
Toronto,
that
I was
that's
shocked.
necessary.
I was actually shocked. I was like, why are these guys walking around with bottles and giving me tequila? What's going on? Where's security? And I was like, oh wait, this is
Allowed.
normal here.
Yeah.
It's so fun, but it's kind of dirty at the same
Yeah, I know. But this is what I was saying. It wasn't giving clean girl energy. It was giving very feral energy.
I feel Toronto doesn't give clean girl energy at all.
No.
A straight city.
That's why I think for me it's just for a trip.
Yeah.
But I need my
You don't
clean-
think you could live there?
I don't know. Okay, this trip was really fun.
Yeah.
It kind of changed my opinion about Toronto a bit.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, because I actually didn't really like Toronto before. My trips in
Really?
Toronto, I was I could go somewhere else. But this trip, I feel was so fun because it was just us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the energy there, I just realized how fun it is.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I feel I get overwhelmed by it.
You need a day off.
Yeah, I need my clean nature. And
Yeah.
then
Mhm.
I can
Your
go-
clean tap water.
Yeah, my clean tap
Yeah.
water, a little wholesome vibe. Like, it can't always
Yeah.
be
No.
doing that.
The amount I spent, or we all spent on water bottles in Toronto is
Insane.
actually insane. It was probably like $20-$30 a day. And that wasn't even the amount of water we should have been drinking, because that would have been just for like 1 liter each. So like 4 liters, we'd get that once a day. But you're supposed to be drinking like 3 to 4.
I feel like we were fully dehydrated and we were spending like
for
$100 a day on water, and you hated the water.
Oh, I hated it.
even though it was $100.
even the bottled water did not taste good to me.
You literally fought the convenience store guy. I'm like, Neelam, you're gonna have to buy it. We're not going anywhere else. Like, this is the end of our trip.
She told me to drink water from Lake Ontario, and I was like, oh, is it better? Like, did not get the joke.
He was vouching for their tap water. So.
It tastes really bad. I don't know why. It's
I mean,
clean, I guess.
I feel like I don't have the water taste buds. I feel like you have them.
You can taste how metallic the water
yeah,
was
but
there?
I can just ignore it. I'll just be like,
Really?
I'll
You
just
could
gulp
down
it.
water like
I'm
that?
saying it's not like satisfying.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just
it'll do.
here, like,
Yeah.
water tastes better than any other beverage to me, so I don't know.
Like tap water specifically.
Yeah, I love tap water here.
It has to be with ice.
ice.
It
Yeah.
has to have ice.
I don't agree, but
Oh.
When we went to Nobu in Cabo, our bill had like water for $200-300 USD, and we were like, "What the heck?" We didn't even ask for this, but like obviously we were drinking water without thinking about it.
Yeah. I think we're just so blessed here to have
Good
Mhm.
water.
Our bills would be all the way up if not.
Yeah. No,
yeah,
insane.
that's true.
So what made you change your mind about Toronto this time? Was
don't
it
know,
me
I
and
think-
Alana?
Yeah, basically. I think we just had a fun trip, and I feel like we laughed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it wasn't even due to Toronto. I think it was just like us hanging out,
Yeah.
basically.
That's true.
But also, I really love how the energy there is really friendly, and people want to be friends, and
Yeah.
it's more like let loose vibes.
Mhm.
Whereas
Yeah.
here, it's very like individualistic, very like serious. I don't know. Like, do you get what I'm trying
It
to
just
say?
seems like people like go out by themselves and are there to like make friends and like talk to other people and like you know what I mean?
Socialize.
Yeah. Like we were like tourists, so obviously we were trying to do that, but like
Mhm.
people that were from there were doing the same thing as
Mhm.
us, which is like you don't really see that here.
I feel like even like, okay, so you know how we were visiting, like people came out and like came to see us
Yeah.
and like wanted to hang out. Where not in like not in that way, but I mean like they were hospitable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like in Vancouver, someone from Toronto visited, we'd be like, hey, yeah, go to the Capilano
fun.
Suspension Bridge. Have a good time.
Check out Stanley Park.
Have you been to Whistler?
Yeah.
Granville Street has all the clubs.
I'm like, driving 50 minutes to go tour Stanley Park is not giving.
Yeah.
Not it.
But that's like the difference between the energy. It's
Yeah.
like, they'll come out just for the good time. But here it's like, you really got to push someone to come
Mhm.
out.
Yeah. Once we're out here, it's like we can have a good time, I think, but just getting out of our house is a lot.
Yeah. But I feel like the thing is, oh, it's probably just like a little negative. I was going to say, like, why is it when I go out downtown and go to like a club, I don't have fun though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I think majority of the time I'm disappointed and then I go home and I'm like,
It's hard. Here, I'll have fun if I'm like with all of my friends.
yeah,
Yeah.
the time that
We'll make
we
it a
all
vibe.
went, it was fun. Like, and Zachbia was DJing. That
Yeah.
was like,
Mhm.
That
the
was
last fun time.
That was a good night.
I ever had.
We were so sweaty. Like I remember
The
being
last fun time
drenched.
I ever had.
The concert wasn't fun, but Zach Bia at Fortune was.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's crazy because I feel like you don't really go out like that anyways. But one thing you did make me realize in Toronto is that I like going out. Because you and Alana were very much on the vibe of like, we could stay in tonight. And I was like, guys, we gotta hit the streets.
You were like convincing us. No, I feel like I realized you really like going out too.
But
Mhm.
I like going out in such a specific way. Like, I'm not gonna go to just any club. Like, I want to be. First of all, I need my friends there. I feel like I
Mhm.
can't do it alone. I need a good DJ, and I just need a good vibe. And like, I'm not gonna be like. I just want to meet good people, and just have fun. I want to listen to music.
I know. I feel like it's like your love for music mixed with your love of just like having conversations.
Talking.
with
Yeah,
people. Yeah.
like meeting new people. I feel like maybe it was just so different there because people actually engaged back with that, though, right?
Yeah. they were like, oh, like I mess with you, like I like you.
Yeah.
Whereas like I feel like here, like it's just like I feel like that doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Yeah.
Have you like been out in other places? Like LA or New York when you went?
Yeah, but I feel like it's not the same when your friends aren't there. You know?
Yeah.
I agree. Like, I feel like it was so fun when we went just because it was like a group of 4. Like, when it's just
Yeah.
like 2 people or whatever, it's like, you know.
It's a good number. It's
Yeah.
like we're a good little squad.
Yeah. When me and Alana went to LA last year for her birthday, we literally didn't go out once.
Yeah.
We slept.
I feel like 2 people, unless you're on like some crazy energy where you're like about to go get like crazy,
Mhm.
I feel like it's kind of like
It's hard.
we can
Yeah.
stay home.
Yeah.
I feel like it's easy to like feed into the.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Especially the 2 of us. We were like, oh, this bed just looks so good.
Yeah.
Like me and Bijan when we were in New York, we'd still try to go out, but it's just
Yeah.
like just me and him. So we'd be like, we'd go there, be like,
Hi.
have like a drink.
Yeah.
And then we're like, goodbye.
Time to go get some pizza.
Yeah.
Go.
But just like realistically, what do you want us to do? Like start dancing on each other? Like the corner? Like we
Dirty dancing,
Yeah.
like salsa. Like.
Like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. So I think it's just like our group was good.
Yeah. Alana sent like a meme, a Justin LeBoy meme in the group chat after. Do you remember it? It was like, my house is mixed with Aquarius, Cancer, Gemini, Leo, and Scorpio. And that literally was all our signs. And so I think it just, it was chaotic, but it was
meant to
good.
be.
It was meant to be.
I think it wasn't even chaotic. I feel like it was like the perfect.
It was like chaotic in a good way, no?
I guess we were kind of chaotic in like a very, yeah, as you were
Not
saying.
in like a drinking way, just in like
No,
a
not at
like,
all.
silly goofy.
yeah,
way.
it's like a goofy, funny way. We were like giggling the whole time.
No, exactly. It was such a good vibe.
Yeah.
So I think one of the things that we started talking about when we were in Toronto during the day was how you and Alana had a tough time getting off birth control.
Oh, I'm on it, babe.
Oh, you're on it. Oh, okay. Okay, Alana went off of it a few years ago now.
Yeah, like 3 years ago.
What was that like for you? Because I know you were on it since you were like 14, right? 14, 15.
I just feel like doctors will like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I feel like they'll just like kind of give you anything you ask for.
Yeah.
And like I feel like going into the doctor at like 14, 15 years old being like, oh, like I have acne, and like they're just like, oh, here's birth control, is like, I don't know, not really the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Like there's no other like way we could have gone about this. Couldn't have got like a little cream or something. Like, so I'm gonna go buy Proactive.
Like where's the that was like the time where Proactive was being pushed so heavily as well.
I
Like,
definitely fell victim to that too.
Aw.
I was a Proactive girly. I used to make my mom drive me to Bella's Fair
oh really?
because they weren't selling it in Canada at
really?
the time.
They have it. They had. I can't speak. They had it at the kiosks after at the mall.
Yeah, I remember it.
No, I feel like I'm like, why am I becoming like an advocate for this? Like I posted on my TikTok. I'm like, okay, I didn't know I was that passionate, but
Yeah.
just the same thing. Like giving people birth control when they're 14 and being like, literally, just why don't you be like, oh, it's hormonal teenage acne, like just wait it out,
Yeah.
or like I don't know, put a cream on it, do something. But it's like, no, take this pill for the next 10 years and forever be terrified of getting off and getting cystic acne. And I posted a TikTok about it, and I was like, has anybody gotten off after this long? And they're like, girl, like we have bad news, like our cystic acne came back way worse.
Really?
My body's so out of whack now, and it's been like 3 years I've been off it. Or like a
No.
lot of people are like, I just got back on it because I'm not gonna deal with that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like get off birth control, go on Accutane, add more chemicals, and I don't know.
That's so stressful.
It's really like a lose-lose.
Yeah. Or you can
Yeah.
do it the natural way. If you have the will and the power.
Yeah, that's true.
And the determination.
It's hard though. I feel like when you're in high school, acne was like the hard.
Yeah, it is really
Like
hard.
it sounds so trivial now, I think, but it really changes your confidence.
That's so true. It's like, is it worth to have the confidence in your like those years?
Yeah.
Or is it worth to go the natural route and like
Yeah.
have a healthy body?
I don't know. I just feel like in my mind at that time period, like I feel like you care so much about what you look like and
Yeah.
you're like so insecure, and
Yeah.
it's just like you want to do whatever you can. So like, I don't know.
I feel like for me, I always think I'll raise my kids in such a healthy way where, like, oh, if they have acne, it's okay. Like, you're going to outgrow this. It's fine. But, like, then I think about how other certain things would make me really insecure when I was younger, and how if I didn't have to deal with those, I would have been much more confident. Like, I feel like just being a brown girl, I grew up really hairy, and that made me like so insecure. Like, my unibrow, it just was not it. So as soon as I could like go get my eyebrows threaded, I was like, okay, like, thank God. And now I'm not scared to be around people anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's all just about perspective, because now I'm like, oh, like, I think I could go back in time and like just own that, but like, really,
Yeah.
like, would I have been able to? I don't think so.
Maybe it's like not our fault that the beauty standards were set that way. Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is,
Yeah.
and we were affected by it even before social media, because like magazines and stuff.
Yeah.
And you see models,
It
you see
was
Victoria's
so
Secret
toxic.
Angels,
Yeah.
Tumblr,
Yeah.
like the thigh
Tumblr
gap.
was so
Yeah.
Oh my God, I ate a grape for breakfast.
Mhm.
I
Like,
still think about the thigh
that
gap,
was
and when that became
intense.
like the thing to have, and I remember boys being like, "Oh, I love a thigh gap," and I was like, "Fuck."
Tumblr was okay. Do you think Tumblr was more toxic or TikTok? I think
Tumblr.
Tumblr was way more like
Yeah, Tumblr, because you'd be sitting in your room and it'd be dark and you're scrolling through all by yourself, and you're just like looking at all these images and like all the notes, and
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm just picturing like girls in like triangle bikinis.
yeah.
yeah.
With
And then
thigh
like the hair.
And there was like really
like the black eyeliner, blue eyes,
Yeah.
blue eyes. You're lucky. You had the blue eyes. We as girls,
no,
brown eye gang was not popping back then.
No, it's a different world now.
Yeah. No, but okay, I feel like we could relate. Like, I was hairy too, so I would go like steal my mom's razor and like sneak and shave my legs, and then
Yep.
I'd get in trouble.
I remember the first time I shaved, I literally took a razor. Like, we had gone grocery shopping and my mom had gotten some. I took one. I went to the bathroom because I remember I wanted to wear a skirt really badly this day and play outside with my cousins. I think I was in grade 5 or 6 and it was summertime. So I go and I shave my legs, and then I wear, I think it was a blue skirt and a brown shirt that had like blue writing on it. And then
Wow,
like
the memory.
Remembers the fit.
no, it's like stuck in my mind. So I come out and my mom's like, "What did you do?" And like, I obviously probably didn't shave properly, like never got the lesson because I just
Yeah.
decided to take it in my own hands, and like I probably was bleeding, and I was like, I'm pretty now.
Did you guys ever have like a Nair experience?
Yeah, but it's not memorable.
Okay.
No,
What
You
did
didn't-
you?
Yeah, like burning my leg hair off. I just remember, yeah, in like grade
It
6,
stunk,
some girl
'cause that's
was
all
like,
I know.
your legs are hairy, like you're in middle school now, it's time to shave. And I literally went home and was like,
a girl told you
looked
that.
at yeah.
Go ahead.
Toxic. She was a year older, so I thought she
Well-
was super cool. So I was like,
Aw.
time to go.
You're like, near that shit.
So
Yeah.
you narrated it
Well, I
instead
just
of
looked in my cupboards. I was like,
Okay.
whatever I see.
I will use.
Yeah.
I remember when you'd go to La Senza Girl and
Yeah.
get like the little bras.
Yeah.
I remember one day I wore it to school in grade 5, and this girl's like, "Oh, you're wearing a bra," and she's like, "Kimya's wearing a bra," and everybody made fun of me for wearing a bra in
No.
grade 5. Okay, like what girly experiences?
That's
Men
actually
could never relate to that stuff.
never.
I have a similar experience. Me and my friend in grade 5 were like, oh, we're so grown now. So we like went to Ardene's. I remember it was at Lougheed Mall, and we bought thongs, but like
my
a full like
God,
tea thong, like really thongy. And then like I thought it was so cool. So I wore it to school one day, and we were in an assembly, and my pants, like you could see my whole thong, and like I could hear everyone whispering like, your thong's showing, and that was just so embarrassed after that.
Oh my God. And why is it like when you sat down in assemblies always like why is the butt crack always gotta show?
I always had
Your
the
shirt would
biggest
rise.
anxiety sitting
Yeah,
in
it would be
assembly.
like-
yeah.
That's such like a random memory.
Yeah, like on the floor,
Yeah.
like
I
hunchback,
hated
like
I hated being on the floor.
singing like choir songs.
Yeah.
It
Oh my
was
God.
so bad.
The female experience is insane.
No, La Senza Girl really takes me back.
I'm
though.
sad they don't have it
Mhm.
anymore.
I
Like, where do these
know.
young girls shop?
I don't know. I remember watching.
We need
Sense girl or nothing.
We're bringing it back, guys. I remember watching the news when I was in high school, and they were like talking about how Lazenza girls bad because they have underwear and bras, and now little girls are sexual. Like they were like Lazenza girl is sexualizing little girls, but it's just
But
like
also like
no, it was just
And
like
now we have TikTok.
yeah.
it's just like I'm sorry. In grade 6. I still needed underwear, and I needed bras, and I
Yeah.
liked them being cute and pink. And it's not for anyone
Yeah.
else's like
If
consumption.
you're thinking that's
It was like-
sexualizing women, then I mean girls, then
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you're the weird one.
It's like you're
Like
weird
training
for making
bras.
it
Yeah.
weird.
I
Yeah.
was like, I need a training. bra.
What are you training
Like, what are we
for,
training
babe?
for?
Training for a woman, like
Yeah.
what? Being a woman, I don't
Should
know.
have trained harder.
Yeah.
Literally.
Alana's crying. She's
Fuck.
crying at this. She's getting emotional.
I have
Um,
sensitive eyes. Okay.
When I was in grade, I think 10, so I started like shaving my arms as well because they were hairy. And I remember at a point, I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to do this. I could try to be secure in myself, and who cares? It's just a little bit of hair. And I remember at lunch, in our quad, I was sitting down with a few friends, and it was hockey season. And you know how the guys like grow out their beard for hockey season when it's playoffs, I think that's a thing. And I feel like it was when the Canucks were in the Stanley Cup finals like that year, and this guy is like, oh, are you growing out your arm hairs for the Stanley Cup finals?
No.
No.
And that still has like that really imprinted on my mind. So now I'm just like, I'll see a little bit of hair and I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna wear a sweater.
I'm like, babe, my mom has a laser clinic. Come on by.
I gotta get back to it. I feel like it's much more fun, and I realize it's not that
Honestly,
bad.
I don't care about arm hair.
I
at
know.
all.
I feel like that was such a thing when
It was
we were
such a thing when we
younger.
were younger. Yeah.
But now it's just like I don't think like do kids care about that now? I feel like they don't.
I wonder if kids are like still like mean and stuff.
I feel like Gen Z is very like, do you like free the nipple?
Yeah.
Like, just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whatever goes.
Well, I was watching a TikTok and they're saying that kids are really mean to each other now, but they'll bully each other online, and at school no one will talk.
What? Oh my god, I
That's
went
kinda
trick or treating
sad, though.
last night.
You did?
Yeah, with Bijan's sister. And
Mm.
it was dead.
What?
Like literally, we used to go and I used to like fill up 2 pillowcases.
Yeah.
And I would be out for hours.
You'd like go home,
Mhm.
sometimes dump it and go back out, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was literally 8 o'clock. Everybody's out of candy. Lights are all off. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, this is so early.
Inflation.
Yeah.
No, I watched another TikTok, or no, I think I saw a Facebook post in like our neighborhood Facebook group, and they were talking about how trick or treating is coming to an end soon because everyone's taking their kids to like trick or treat parties or whatever, where like it'll
What?
be just a bunch of they'll get like bags of candies, but that's so
That's
lame.
not fun. There was this one house we went to that was like fully decorated. I think it had like 8 feet monsters that moved when you
I
like.
love that.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, when did you say like, okay, let's spend like $30,000 on Halloween
Mhm.
decorations? We have extra 30,000 laying in the
Like,
bank.
yeah.
Like,
Cause
We use it every year.
Yeah.
So it's like an investment.
yeah, like a whole degree of an
Degree?
like the cost of a degree later.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Get it?
Well, some people got it like that.
I guess so.
It's like a BCIT 2-year diploma.
But like it's actually really expensive decorating. I feel like even when we get small decorations, I feel like you grow up and you realize that shit is expensive.
Yeah. And the full-size candy bars.
It's Hallmark. They're robbing us.
Like how does Hallmark afford it?
I think they're not worried about it, babe.
I don't know. The way they do Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
I guess not.
Hey
Maybe.
guys, it's like no more Halloween. It's officially Christmas time.
Yeah. We actually went to get some coffees today, and we were like, I wonder if coffee spots will have holiday peppermint-y drinks out.
Okay.
No.
They need to get on it.
Like
Yeah.
out with the
Exactly.
pumpkin spice
Yeah.
and with the
They tried to
Christmas
like
drinks.
merge the pumpkin spice into Christmas too, because it's like pumpkin pie at Christmas.
True.
Mhm.
But I just feel like
Let's
they
move on.
really be, I don't know, pumpkin spice took over the world, and now it's like it's August to what? Probably November, December.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I hope the pumpkin farmers are doing well.
Good.
If you're a pumpkin farmer, let Neelam know how you're doing.
Yeah, please.
Also, are we breaking the fourth wall?
Yeah, why not?
I keep breaking it because I'm used to breaking it, but I'm
Like
like,
side eye.
Honestly, we can break it. We could do whatever. We're just talking to those at home and those here.
also,
Yeah.
never mind.
So Kim, I feel like the first time we went to Toronto, I remember being at apartment 200 and we were counting down till you got 10K on YouTube.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, that was such an iconic moment. I
It
feel
was
like.
such a good time.
I think I was so happy that I hit 10K then, and then
It was such an accomplishment though.
I feel like, but then it becomes like a rat race after that. It's like, just
You're
what's
like
the next
seeking
number?
the next number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like a high?
Yeah, but then I feel like that high is very short lived.
Yeah.
Like, you hit it, and then you're like, oh my God. Like, it's like I hear people who hit 1 million say
Yeah.
this. They're like, once you hit 1 million, you're like, whoa, like nothing changed. Like, I have to work even harder now.
Mhm.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I feel like it kind of is like that. Just like the consistency it takes to kind of stay up there and like keep producing content and stuff.
Mhm. And if you're not in the mood, like you can't really like do anything about it. You have to just keep going. And like I feel
Yeah.
like recently I've kind of been like in a creative block,
Yeah.
but then I honestly think it has to do with astrology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk.
because sorry, getting aggressive. No,
Let's hear it.
it's not. I don't know if it actually has to do with it, but I started feeling better when October 28th hit, and it was like a new chapter.
Because of the eclipse?
Yeah.
Right?
I
Okay.
literally like, but I wasn't even like tracking the days. But I was like, what the heck? Like, how did I just like start? Like, I made a vision board that day. That's the day you texted me saying we have to make vision boards.
Right? When you opened up your laptop
Yeah.
to make one.
So I made a vision board. I got organized, and then now I'm feeling like inspired again and more
Okay.
motivated. But I was
Mhm.
like, what are the chances that it was aligned with the eclipse?
It must have been.
I feel so woo woo, and like no one believes me. Like they're like,
No, I believe
like,
you.
"Shh."
You and I both have Cancer moons, so I feel like we're very just like connected with like shifts and changes. And I feel like even if we can't necessarily like explain it, I just feel like it really does. Those time periods really do affect us.
And I think like we maybe don't even realize it in the moment. It's just like kind of
Mhm.
afterwards. You're like, what the
Mhm.
heck? Like, why did that align?
Mm-hmm.
And why did these things happen? But
Yeah.
like, who knows? Honestly,
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, we don't know if it's. Do we? Do we know
I
if it's real or
mean-
not? But I don't think we do.
Yeah.
So, anyways, nothing to do with that. I think my point is that if you get in a creative block, you kind of have no choice but to push through it, even though you
Mhm.
might not be happy with everything you're putting out. You
Yeah.
just have to keep going because, like, if you lose momentum, it's kind of like you can just fall off real quick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Do you feel that then when you're like posting stuff or making stuff to post or like thinking of ideas? Do you kind of have moments where you're like, oh, I'm not in love with this, but I kind of just have to do it to stay consistent?
not
If it
that I'm not
aligns.
in love with doing it. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm not in love with that piece of content.
Yes,
but I'm
that's
like,
what I mean.
okay, well, I haven't been active. I haven't
Yeah.
done this. But I don't know. I feel like you can think that and then you can look back and be like, oh, actually, that was good. You
Mhm.
feel like
Yeah.
you're doing nothing in the moment
Yeah.
because you don't feel like that inspired.
Yes.
But like when you look back, you're like, oh, wait, like I did do all of this
Mhm.
and it did do well. It's just like,
Sometimes
feel like
it's
it's-
perspective.
Like yeah, like all how you're actually like feeling, like what your mood is,
Mhm.
like your mental state. Yeah.
it's more about your mood than
Yeah,
like
exactly.
even what you're doing
Yeah.
physically.
Always. I feel like this is a little different, but Alana and I will always look back at photos that we've taken of ourselves and we'll be like, at the time we hated this, like didn't post
Yeah.
it. And we'll look back and we're like, okay, I was cute. Like why did I sleep on this photo of myself?
I think we're just like way more critical about ourselves
Yeah.
than other
Mhm.
people are.
Yeah.
Like for example, like I'll edit something and I'll be like, I'll watch it back later. I'll be like, oh, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. But then I'll like tell someone else about it and they're like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't even notice
Exactly.
that. But it's just like when you're creating something, you're more critical.
Yeah.
But I try not to be a perfectionist actually because I think that holds you back a lot sometimes.
Mhm.
Because it's not a perfectionist game. It's
Yeah.
kind of just a output game and being authentic. So
People like appreciate when you're like raw and authentic too. I feel like
Exactly.
the like super like scripted or like you know,
yeah,
like I feel like it's kind of out right now.
I
Yeah.
know, but it's just it's real humbling when you post the authentic piece of content and it gets no views.
Stop.
You're like, okay, I get it. You don't like me.
I feel like all your stuff though, I feel like I'm just hanging out with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is why I like watching it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't see Kim in a while. Like,
That's what my
hanging out
mom
with you.
does. She's like, when I miss you, I just watch your content. But
Didn't she do that in Toronto?
Yeah.
Like one day of us being there and your mom's like watching vlogs.
she's like, I miss your presence. I'm like, babe, it's been a day. It's been a day.
That's so cute.
Should have got on the live stream.
Yeah. No, it's so funny because like I think it's a really big talent to be yourself on camera, and
Mhm.
a lot of the times me going on camera, I'm like, oh, I'm not being myself enough. But then I get feedback from other people, and they're like, oh, I feel like it's you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I
So
feel
I'm
like,
like-
especially if it's coming from like people that are actually close to
Yeah.
you and like know your personality, I feel like you're good at just being yourself. And I feel like it's like you're secure enough to do that in front of camera.
I feel like
It's hard.
it is hard, and I think if you're trying to start content,
Yeah.
you just got to start even if you're not natural. Because I was so unnatural at the beginning.
Yeah.
I was literally like, I showed Bijan and my friends like the first video I made, and they're like, "What's that accent?" Like, what
Accent. It's like the customer service.
Yeah,
voice.
it's the customer service voice, and they're like, "Why are you talking like that? Why are you doing that with your mouth and your face? Like, are you
No.
okay?" They're like, "Babe, don't post that one. Maybe like the next one."
Oh no.
No, but like I'm just saying it takes practice.
Yeah.
Even like my
Mhm.
mom will look back and be like, "Whoa, like you improved so much at being natural." Whereas before I'm like it's not you.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
now I feel like a lot of people say it's me. So I think you just got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, that's so true. I feel like even when you're kind of at that point, you kind of have to just release stuff.
Yeah.
The difference is, I think, with being like a content creator and like creating maybe other things like even photos or like making music or anything like that, is like with content creation, it's so on the go and it's quick.
Yeah.
Whereas like with other forms of art, you kind of have that time to like really pick away with it and be a perfectionist
Yeah.
in a way. Do you feel like that's something you kind of struggled with in the beginning and now you
Because I started with YouTube.
Yeah.
I think YouTube is similar to that.
Yeah.
Whereas you have like the week or however backlog,
Yeah.
whichever backlog you have that time to edit. You put so many hours in. But
Yeah.
when you do TikTok, it's really different because it's every day on the go, capture everything. Like if you're on trips,
Yeah.
you are on a trip, but you're not that present because you're constantly having to
Mhm.
film everything, and it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity missed if you're not capturing it, and it feels like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true. Like YouTube, I feel like people will wait, but like even like Halloween, for example, like no one's gonna watch like a
It's
2-week-old costume video.
Yeah. No, exactly.
If you didn't post it 2 weeks before Halloween, almost.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
You really got to be like on the ball with it.
I know. And sometimes I feel like that's something I can improve on, being on the ball and being quicker. But then I really do appreciate my relationships outside of social media too.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times I don't want to mess that up and ruin the moment.
Exactly.
Like taking out my camera, and maybe that's like a detriment to my career. But at the same time, it's just about what you want in life.
Yeah.
Like, which one's more important?
Mhm.
Because I'm sure friends would love to be in it too, but a lot of time it does kind of shift the energy when
Yeah.
you take out a camera and you're like to someone who's not on social media. Okay,
Yeah.
perform now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It shouldn't
very
feel
true.
like that, but it does to someone who doesn't.
No,
do
it's
it.
very true. I
Like
feel
if
like
you're not used to it.
Yeah. I
People
did
get
that
really
to you guys.
camera
But you guys are great. I mean, I
We
feel
were a
like we
little
tried to
camera
make it
shy.
natural. Right?
2 Toronto vlogs in a row that aren't
Yeah.
making the cut.
No, this one will, babe. This one
Okay,
will.
good.
we have some footage to send you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how was your footage?
Interesting.
Really?
It was interesting.
good,
to say the
though.
least.
Yeah, a lot
was
of
good bits.
dancing,
Yeah.
a lot of laughing.
I never saw myself on that table.
Really?
I never saw a video of it. Not the table, but remember on the side of the
Yeah.
DJ
Yeah.
booth? I never saw that.
Do we have a video of
I
that?
think
I
so, yeah.
must.
Like
Let me-
Harveen and stuff
Yeah.
keep calling me Little Kim because of that video and I haven't even seen it.
I think
They're like little Kim was out.
Yeah. I think Bijan sent you a Snapchat and we watched it literally when we got
Yeah.
home, and
Like,
it was like
why
little
didn't I get
Kim
it?
going wild.
Was I wild?
You're just having fun.
I feel like I was pretty tame.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been wild in Vancouver for you to do that.
Yeah,
You know?
Mhm.
it's not that energy.
No.
That travel energy.
Mhm. When you travel, you're just like a different person.
I feel like, okay, that's another thing I was wondering, kind of going back to Toronto and the energy being different. I just feel more free when I'm traveling, and it's like you don't really know, you might know people, but you don't really know them that well. And
You can.
do you think it's just like
Yeah,
being able to just fully be yourself and not being afraid?
I think so. I think it's that. To be honest,
Do you feel that when you go to other places? Like, did you feel that in Croatia?
we didn't meet that many. We didn't socialize with other people that much.
Okay.
That's the thing. So
You're kind of just
not
vibing.
really.
Yeah.
But I think the only time we'll actually conversate is because we had a pop up. And as
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
like even with the Vancouver pop up, was like it's so refreshing because this is the only scenario where you can actually talk to people and have conversations with people. Maybe you're not close enough with to hang out with, but you see them out. But if you see them
Yeah.
out like at a club, you're not gonna talk because it's loud.
Yeah.
So a pop up is a really good opportunity to make friends and have a conversation,
true.
you know? And I feel like we had that opportunity in Toronto. So
Yeah.
that's why we got to, because imagine you met the people you met at the pop up, but you met them in the club, it wouldn't be the same.
Mm-mm.
You spent 8 hours with
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
chatting. And
That's
like,
really true. I feel like there was a lot of people we met at the pop-up, but then we'd see them at the club after, and we were
Yeah.
just like instant friends already
Yeah.
because we
Mhm.
had that time to have a conversation.
it's almost like being in high school with someone and having the opportunity to talk all day during classes. That's the vibe it's
Yeah.
giving. Like we don't get that in life anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was saying how a pop up, why are pop ups so so special?
We love
I hate
pop-ups.
that. I hate that so much.
Sentimental.
Yeah. They're special to our development as human beings.
We're not
need
getting
it.
hired for the next one.
All we do is make friends with them. But anyways, it's basically, isn't that sad? It's basically the only
Yeah.
opportunity to make friends.
I kind of. So, oh my gosh, should we start hosting friend pop-ups?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know who would pop up in that
Absolutely
one.
not. Nobody's popping out.
No.
So, case in point, Bijan should just have more pop-ups
yeah.
around the world.
Let
and then
him-
we'll have friends everywhere.
Yeah. We'll come to all of them.
I think Montreal's next.
I think Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Okay.
I'm so down.
I'm
we'll
into that.
come.
Okay. Deal. I told the
Let
other
us
staff
know, like-
members to stop slacking too.
They gotta book their flights.
Yeah.
Let us know like a little bit more than a week in advance.
And maybe we won't fly with Flair to Tokyo.
We're never flying with
I don't
Flair
think the
again.
plane would make it there.
They'll be like, your bag is a purse and we
We
can't
got
take
in
it off.
so many fights with the staff members of Flair.
It was like
Airlines.
we were really trying, and I've flown with Flair so many times, and I don't get how my backpack isn't a personal item size. I just don't get it.
We can't
I don't know
win.
what to tell you.
They probably hated me, but I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like we were being pretty kind.
I was trying to be
Mhm.
really nice and
We're
understanding.
never like, we're always kind.
I just what I
Like,
did.
we're kind people.
We're pretty understanding. I just didn't get why different people
We're
or
giving
same
different
people
rules, yeah.
same people kept telling me different things, and I was
Mhm.
like, which one is it?
Or some of the staff would be like, squeeze it in this thing, and
Yeah.
then some people wouldn't.
Yeah, and then it was tough. It was tough.
To like explain it a little bit more, they had like this like outline of like what the bag
Size.
size should be. Like it was like it said like the inches, and then you had to like fit it into this like little
was this
container. But like
small.
the way it was, like it wasn't like flexible. Like people have like different shaped bags. Like
Yeah.
you had to like really like we were like punching our bags into this thing, even though like they weren't even big.
Yeah.
They would fit.
Yeah.
It's just there's things in it that you
You
don't
don't
want
wanna
to
bring?
squish,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
hats. You know.
Yeah.
Like even my computer, I
Camera,
don't want to like
yeah.
squish with a bunch of other shit in my bag
Yeah.
in this little thing. Like, are they gonna pay me if
They
anything
have to take
breaks?
accountability for the damaged goods.
I know they kept like approving it too, and then like when we'd get to like the next stop where they check it like
They're
a
like,
fourth
"No
time,
way."
they're like, nope, doesn't fit. Like that'll be $60, please.
They were just trying to rob us.
And it was
For
like we
real.
spent so much already on booking like flights last minute.
Not Neelam complaining about flare costs.
No, but it was last minute, so it's like
She
a
said
regular
US economy.
You know what? Like it's a regular. It's like
That's our fault. I hate that we always do this and buy the last minute flights because it literally makes me
Always.
cry when we look at the price the day before and it's like half the price.
Yeah.
And then the next day it's so increased and I'm like, I have no choice now.
Yeah.
why did we keep waiting? We kept like looking at it. And we were like, we'll book it tomorrow.
I feel like were we like on the fence or something? We're like,
we kept going
We're
back and forth.
yeah.
we were kind of like, are we really gonna go?
Like, is this really happening?
Is this really happening next week?
Yeah.
Or in like a couple days?
And then we book it like 4 days out.
Waiting for someone else to be like, okay, guys, like maybe it's not a good idea.
yeah. Save your money,
But no one
girls.
ever did.
No one did.
Like so many phone calls being like, okay, yeah, I'm at the point where I could put my card info in, but let's do it tomorrow. Like, okay.
What's wrong with
So
us?
stupid.
Honestly, though, like, what do you guys think? Because I feel like spending that money, like, I never look back at it.
It was
I'm
worth
like,
it.
that was so fun.
It was
It
so
comes
worth
and
it.
it goes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
Me too.
I feel like traveling's the one thing where I just don't feel bad spending the money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's such an experience, and I feel like every time I travel, I grow from it. And also, I just need something to look forward to.
I honestly feel like I even growed from this short trip.
Yeah.
Seriously. Because I was like, before, I don't know, not that I was sad, but I was just like whatever. Like, just like going through life,
Yeah.
like, just blah. You know, when you're
Yeah.
just blah. And then when we went on our trip, it was just like a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just laughs, like being
Mhm.
around people. I
Yeah.
think a lot of the times, I think it's also where we live too.
Mhm.
A lot of people isolate themselves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not like on purpose, but we're busy with work.
Yeah.
We just stay home all the time. After work, you're tired, so you just like watch a
Mhm.
show and stay
Exactly.
home, and then you don't hang out with friends enough.
Mhm.
And I feel like being around people is so important.
Yeah.
So I feel like after our trip, I was just like, I want to prioritize that more and just
Mhm.
even hit someone up for an hour
Yeah.
if you're free to like go get a coffee or go get a bubble tea.
I feel like I did that a lot more up until like 23 or maybe COVID, up until COVID.
Yeah, I think
But, like,
same.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In the early 20s, like your late teen years and early 20s, I feel like even though I was working, even though I was in school, I still hung out with my friends like all the time.
Like anytime you had a chance, you
Yeah,
hang out with
I
your
was
friends.
always with my friends, even if it was like a quick bite, someone coming over, or you going over to their house, or like grabbing a coffee, going for a walk, running an errand. Feel like I was always with friends, and now I just feel like we don't do that. And even in groups of friends, I'll be like, literally, come over whenever. Like we're
Mhm.
always down to hang. It's different because I do live with Alana, but I just feel like it's like living with family now. It's not like hanging out with a friend.
Mhm.
But to our other friends will be like, come over whenever. But it just like, and everyone's always down, but it just never ends up happening because I
Mhm.
feel like it's just hard. But is it
People-
really that hard?
It's not that hard. I think what is hard to say about us, we live far away
Yeah.
from each
Mhm.
other.
Yeah.
And it's to other people, I think it would be ridiculous how far we live.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
like
true.
45 minutes to maybe an hour
Yeah.
even.
Mhm.
To people who don't live here, they would
Yeah.
be like, oh, that is so far. Like
True.
different city.
No, that's true.
Like, you know what I mean? But to us, we're used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think, for example, running an errand before, it would be hit up your friend, hey, do you want to come?
Go to Winners.
Yeah, go to Winners.
Yeah.
Go.
Do you need
just
anything from the mall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to Sephora together.
Mhm.
Now
Yeah.
it's you just go on your own because it's just
Yeah.
like more time efficient.
Yeah. That's
But it's
true.
like, is time efficiency more important or mental health and being around people you
Yeah.
love?
I think the second one's more important. And I just feel like, I mean, I guess it's pick your days because there's some days
Yeah.
where it's like you need to just get the job done.
Yeah.
But like at other times, I just feel like those are the times I look back on with friends where I had the most fun.
Right? And the
Mhm.
memories.
Yeah.
And
The
you're like-
laughs.
Yeah.
For me though, I just love like going on a trip, like being with someone like 24/7. Like I just feel like the energy is so like
So true.
different. You know what I mean? Like you're not thinking about anything else, just like being super present.
Yeah.
I just
Life
love
stuff's
it.
not in
Yeah.
a way. It's just
yeah.
us and having a good time.
Yeah.
And again, it's giving high school vibes where you got to hang
Yeah.
out with someone so much.
Yeah.
Like in a
Like,
concise amount
all
of
the
time. Whereas, yeah, if we just hung out one night at our places, it wouldn't be the same as.
Not the same.
Like,
oh, I'm gonna
consistently
go
every
home
day.
at the end of the night.
Yeah.
It's like, aw.
I think you need to have a 5-day sleepover if that's gonna
Yeah.
happen. And then if we did that here, it'd be like, oh, I feel so guilty. I'm not doing my work. I'm
Yeah.
not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Didn't
life
bring my
gets in the way.
skincare.
Yeah. Why is it always like forgetting your
Skincare.
skincare or your
I know.
toothbrush? It's like,
You're like,
babe, just pack it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like in high school, sleepovers were so different.
I think I wouldn't care
Mhm.
what I would have in my purse. I would just be like,
Mm-mm.
"Bleh."
Yeah, like I'm staying at yours. You got some pajamas for me. We're
Yeah.
good to go.
Yeah. I'm like, do you have a spare toothbrush? That's
Yeah.
new. That's new.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Alana and I actually shared the same toothbrush
Shut up.
for a time.
Please don't say
we didn't
that.
know.
It was an accident.
You brought it up. You tell the story. Don't look at me.
You're gonna be in trouble tonight. You know when they say that, like someone says that about their.
This is a good one. You know, do you?
You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
You're in the doghouse.
I love sleeping on the couch. I'll take it.
I just broke the fourth wall again.
Okay, have we not told you this story about the
No.
toothbrush?
You have not.
Okay, so there was a time when Alana and I didn't really know each other,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, so we were strangers. We were strangers sharing a toothbrush, essentially. So we had the same boyfriend, and so we both would like sleep over, obviously, and stuff, and we both were sharing the same toothbrush, but didn't know the other was using it.
That's
I
another
forget how we
level.
found out.
Like, you know, when you have like a toothbrush at your boyfriend's
Yeah.
house, it was like, oh, that's my toothbrush. And she thought, oh, that's my toothbrush. But unfortunately,
You
like,
guys have been connected for a really long time without
I-
even knowing.
Yeah,
I think there was 2 different toothbrushes at some point.
at a point.
But then, like, I feel like, well, he was obviously cheating, right? So he probably was like, oh no, this girl's coming over. I'll throw this toothbrush out or like whatever. And then I don't even
I
remember
feel-
how it got
I
revealed.
feel like one of us were. I think we were talking about I feel like it was a pink toothbrush, and we both were like, we both have a pink.
You know,
toothbrush.
it's even more
disgusting.
evil that it's evil that he cheated. It's even more evil that he knew you guys were using the same toothbrush and let it slide.
And also, like, what happened to like keeping secrets? Like, he could have just not told us we were sharing.
Yeah, wait, he told you?
know.
Yeah.
It's like we don't need
He
to
was
know
like,
something.
oh, you like, I don't even remember how it like
I'm
got
trying to
uncovered.
remember.
Must
I
have gotten a
think-
fight
no,
or
I don't
something.
know. I don't know if he told us or if we asked him and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's the same toothbrush." I think that's what it was.
It's like, why do you gotta take
Isn't
the
that
cheating to
disgusting?
another
I'm sorry,
level?
I literally love you,
Right?
but like that is so disgusting.
You didn't love me then.
I didn't. Maybe like sharing the toothbrush
I always
just
just-
bonded us together.
I always just imagine like have you ate something like really garlicky and gross,
Yeah.
and then the other person used it after.
Oh god, I feel disgusting.
Ugh,
It's fine now. We lived through it.
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys are here. You
Our
guys
teeth
survived.
are fine.
Wait, what?
Our teeth are fine.
Oh, okay.
Enamel's still good.
And what?
Enamel's still good.
Yeah.
Why couldn't I understand a thing you guys said?
Enamel's crazy. That's like one thing you can't buy.
Yeah, what are we gonna do about that?
I don't
used
know.
White strips more than a few times.
Your enamel looks good. I'm a
How do
good.
you know? I feel like it's see through.
No, it looks from here. It looks good.
I think if you're close up,
Mine is see through. My brother told me he was like, I can see through your teeth, and I was like,
you can see through mine for sure. But also,
Yeah.
I want to get composite bonding. I already have it, but I want to get
What
it
is
redone.
that?
It's like when you shape your teeth with. It's not
Really?
veneers. It's like I don't know how to explain it. I think it's the stuff they use for cavities, the
Okay.
white stuff.
Oh.
They build your tooth on top, and I had a chip in the front, so they used that to
Oh,
fill it. And then these teeth are really tiny,
yeah.
so I got that done. But then the thing is, when you choose your color, it stays that color. So if the rest of your teeth get white and you use like whitening
Oh.
toothpaste,
Oh.
those stay like kind of yellowy.
Yeah.
So now I want to get it redone.
Okay, cool.
So it's an option.
That's good to know about.
Yeah.
Because
What are
wanna
your thoughts
reshape.
on veneers?
I think you have to get it done really well,
yeah.
like really, really well.
I've seen some like TikToks that are like people get like shade like 001 like whitest white and it's like
No,
blinding.
Didn't
But yeah,
Lil
I've
Yachty
seen
get
some turkey.
veneers? Or what did he get?
Yeah, his teeth look beautiful.
yeah, I
He
didn't
just
notice
has-
he has them, so that means they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they look real and like
But like perfect
good
teeth.
smile. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you have to be able to afford the upkeep. Like if one of them falls out, like
That's
Mhm.
true.
you basically have to be rich if you're gonna get them.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you have to go to a good person, and second of all, if you need to fix them, you need to have the money to do it. Otherwise, I'd say don't bother because you're gonna have shark teeth.
I feel like
I know
a lot of
the shaving scares me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen photos of like the shaving.
Temporary thing is composite bonding. That's honestly
good.
helps aesthetically. I feel like for a majority of people,
Yeah,
like normal,
more affordable
Yeah.
too.
it's really affordable.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people will do that. Where they will spend a lot of money on like a one-time thing. That's expensive, but like it's always things that do require upkeep, and it's just like if you can't afford to do it, maybe don't do it yet, or like save up enough so that you can keep up the upkeep, because it's just like if something goes wrong, that's really
you're
gonna
screwed.
suck. Yeah.
Boobs also need upkeep.
Pardon?
Boobs need upkeep.
I heard. I
Every
didn't
10
know this.
years, I think.
Yeah,
New
you have to
set.
like get new ones, right?
Yeah. I said I would get my boobs done after kids, but then I'm really scared of that like boob job illness, so maybe not.
What boob job illness?
Well, you don't know about boob job illness? I don't think it's
I've
called
had a
that.
couple of friends take out their implants because they were starting to get sick.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because I think your body's like rejecting the implant.
Oh.
So
Are people able to, you know how with BBLs you're able to put like fat into your bum?
I don't know.
Are they able to do that with boobs?
I
They
don't
can?
think so.
I'm like, I am a plastic surgery expert apparently. I do not know these answers.
I've never heard of that, to be honest.
Why don't
I haven't
just
heard
do
of that either. I feel like it might like dissolve or something.
Oh, like maybe the fat will move out of your boob and down.
Yeah, maybe. We'll never know.
We'll never know. I'll ask Dr. Miami.
Yeah.
Be like, why have you not tried this approach?
Yeah. Maybe someone should come up with that.
It's also just like
right?
aesthetically, I feel like a lot of people get their boobs done for like a perkier, like rounder look, and like a
Yeah.
fat transfer would just be like bigger, but like not
Yeah.
perky.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like after kids, maybe not a boob job, but I would
A lift.
love, a lift.
I'm like, I feel like after kids, I'm gonna need a reduction.
Oh, you went through it before?
I don't know. What if like I have kids and I can't breastfeed because
Is that a thing?
yeah, they like take off your nipples, so like
Oh, do
if
they?
the nerves
But people
if the nerves don't like reattach properly, I don't think you can breastfeed.
Really?
but
I
people
didn't know
have
that.
boob jobs and breastfeed. And they take off your nipple
But-
there too.
Do they?
I thought
I
they
feel like
did.
boob jobs you can do it like through the armpit or like under.
I guess maybe it depends if you want your nipple removed.
Wait, I have a question.
No nipples.
When, okay, you know areolas?
Yeah. We know of them.
I've heard about them before, yes.
So I heard what they were through Euphoria.
Oh.
Did you hear about them before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like pretty standard like anatomy like
I feel like I just never
I
learned
think no
about
one
my
taught
own
us that,
body.
honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know how I learned it.
I didn't learn anything about my own body until, and it was teaching myself. But
I feel like I took like classes on it.
on areolas.
No.
Did anybody else's mom buy them a book that was like,
No.
No, I feel like I had
wish.
sex ed in like elementary school and they like answered any question you've ever
Really?
had in your whole life. Yeah.
I feel like I didn't ask the questions I
Yeah,
wanted to
were you,
ask.
like,
I was too
brave
shy.
enough?
Absolutely, yeah.
I feel like that's the difference between
went
your
with,
school
like-
and my school.
Well, I went with like friends, so like to us we weren't like
Oh.
seriously asking. We were like thought it was so funny, you know? But like it taught me some shit.
Okay, so like areolas. I remember in Euphoria, Maddie was like,
Let's get
"Are
back
my-"
on track now.
Yeah.
She was like, "Are my areolas too big?" Is that like a thing? Because after watching that episode, I'm like fixated on if that's a thing or not. Is that like a thing that people think about? Do you think, or was it just like Tumblr era Euphoria?
I really don't know how to answer this question.
I'm like, crickets.
Okay, well,
like I've never had a problem.
I mean, I think all I'm trying to say is Euphoria made me
questions are-
insecure.
These questions are getting very explicit.
Going back to like dating. And our toothbrush story.
I'm like, ask your questions to a veteran.
For real though.
We're like, hey Kim, we need some relationship advice.
I'm like, babe, I haven't been in the dating field for 8 years.
The dating
Yeah.
field.
It's a field. Where is it? Can someone guide me?
Take me there.
That's actually true. I feel like people ask you dating advice, but they should be asking you relationship
Yeah.
advice when they're in a relationship. It's so different.
Long-term girly, so
Yeah, it's so different.
it's very different. I feel like I wouldn't even know what advice to give to someone who's like in the dating world right now.
How do we like not share the same toothbrush again? I guess it's not that hard because now we're friends.
Yeah, now you tell
Yeah,
each other.
I think we have pretty good communication.
I feel like, do you guys get like red flags? And do you, okay, when you see the red flags, are you like, okay, yeah, we're cutting this person out? Or are you like, well, you know, maybe they've been through something, or maybe.
Depends on the red flag.
Depends on the person.
Yeah,
And
depends,
depends
what I'm
on what
looking for.
I want from them.
Yeah, depends what I want from them.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's fair enough.
Like if you're looking for a short-term thing and you can communicate enough with the person, depends what the red flag is.
I feel like sometimes from stories I've heard, the red flag is so bad that you can't even get through that like casual
Yeah.
stage.
Then not worth. Then I feel like I've gotten better at listening to red flags, but it really just depends on the situation and the person. But at the same time, I'm talking like I'm actually in the dating field,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to look for it. Like I don't know where it is.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, like, what's it like out there?
Oh, it's terrible.
You don't want to know, babe.
Yeah.
I'm happy in my little
I feel like
spot over here.
I feel like you've heard stories of how bad it could be, probably
Yeah.
through
I
friends.
feel like I have a couple single friends that tell me about
Yeah, it's terrible. It's just hard because it's like, I feel like you know that I love to talk,
Mhm.
and there's like, I never find people that are fun to talk to.
Really?
Yeah.
But I feel like, wouldn't most people want someone to talk to?
I don't
You
know.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe do you not have the chance to get close enough to get to that point?
Probably. I'm bad at first impressions.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm really like, I get better with time. Do you?
I think most people do. Don't
Yeah.
you feel?
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
It's like what I feel like the first time it's not a performance, but it's kind of like you're like
Nerves.
yeah,
I'm
you want
so
them to
bad
think
at
like the best of
performing.
you, and
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm bad at like just going and being like, hey.
it's like surface. I feel like
Yeah.
at first I would assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's hard to get to like that deep level where you can talk
Yeah.
for hours.
Mhm.
Like
That's
the thing is
true.
about me like meeting Bijan, it's
Yeah.
we had so much time to get to know each other because we went to school together,
Yeah.
and I've known him since middle school, so it was like literally we were already friends.
You guys were like friends before.
Yeah.
So
So I can't imagine not being friends before.
Yeah.
But that's just because I haven't experienced.
I
that.
feel like
Mhm.
when I really like someone, it's usually like I've either had the time to like talk to them for a long time and like hang out or whatever, or it's like we were friends and now I'm like, oh, actually, like maybe I like this person. Because I feel like for myself, I need to get comfortable with someone. And like I feel like being comfortable with someone is like being in not dating situations, you know? I feel like I just need to find a man, Alana. Like
Why are you
someone-
looking at me like I got one?
You got any twin brothers there?
That's how I felt
Not
in the
that I
past too.
know of.
Before I started dating Bijan, I was always like, oh, I want to meet like the guy version of my best friend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
But-
he is your
Yeah,
best friend.
now
so it's
that's
like,
the case. I found
right?
him, but back in the day, I was like, if only there could be a guy version of my best friend.
do you think you
Mhm.
manifested it?
Yeah, I definitely did.
Yeah.
Sounds like crazy.
No. I don't think
I didn't
manifestation's
manifest. I
crazy.
didn't manifest it in like a legitimate way. I didn't go like write in my
No,
journal
no,
and
no.
write about it.
Mhm.
I was just like, I just know it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
like it's just more like believing that
Mhm.
it's gonna work out.
I believe it.
You know,
Yeah.
I was just like, if we last 1 year, we're gonna last forever.
Mhm.
And like I don't know why I was so sure. Like I was literally a baby. Like I don't even know why I said that, but I
Yeah.
was just like, I know what's up.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I know what's going down.
When you know, you know. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
true.
think age matters when it comes to that. I feel like the older we get, especially for us who are single, it could be kind of like, oh, I was such a baby back then. But it doesn't take away, like reflecting on past relationships, but it doesn't take away the feelings you were feeling and like
Mhm.
how real something was.
Yeah.
Everyone has like different journeys too, and like I feel like some people
Yeah.
like know themselves earlier
Yes.
than others.
True.
Like when you know kind
Yeah.
of vibe.
I don't think I necessarily knew myself back then, but I think Bijan really knew himself. So I feel
I
like
can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
he always was like the same person. So
Yeah.
it's like he's never changed. And
Yeah.
he's always been mature, even from like when I met him.
Yeah.
But because I feel like he was so like set and secure in his ways, he like helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And because I was always like crying, I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life,
Aw.
like, you know. So he helped me with that a lot.
Yeah. Was
And
it kind of just like supporting you, tapping into like what you're passionate about?
Yeah, like
do you
helping
feel?
me find out what I'm passionate about and like
Yeah.
asking me questions and questioning.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Just like being a friend and
yeah,
like
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and putting up with all the confusion. I'd be like, one day I'd be like, I'm a physiotherapist today, and then I'm like a veterinarian, and then I'm gonna be a surgeon, and
Stop.
then a nurse, and then maybe I'll go into business. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, why not?
Yep. Basically, my
What
old
is
boss
it?
gave
Yeah.
me a VR set for
Mhm.
Christmas 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And there's a game on there that's called VR Chat, and it's basically like the same kind of vibe, like Sims but real people.
Mhm.
And you can pick your characters and talk, but you talk with your voice. You can change your voice.
Your
you can change your
voice?
characters.
It's terrifying.
And you can even like, so you use your hands and stuff like in real life, like sitting, and your hands of your characters like move, and you can like lift people up or like hug them or like whatever. And then
What?
I played one night. I just like was curious. I went on, and one of the people there was like, I've been playing this for 10 years. Like, and God knows, like, who is that person? They could be sitting in their basement
Yeah.
and creepy. But the person was like, I was like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, I'm new here. Like,
Yeah.
what's up? Like, what is
Mhm.
this? And then the person was like, oh, okay, so basically we're all friends. We're a group of friends that we meet up here like every day. I'll
Cute.
show you around to like different places. So like he's like, do you want to go to the nightclub or whatever?
Cute, she said.
No, and then the person asked, are you 18 or over? Because I just don't want you to like go in there if you're under 18. So I was
Okay.
like, oh, are you
The
respecting
fake
that?
nightclub.
Yeah. No, and then after that day, I never went on again because I was like, this is so creepy. But I just was like curious.
Can we do it for fun?
Yeah,
I want to
bring my
try
VR.
it.
Yeah, I'll bring my VR
Yeah.
next time we hang out, and it's just so weird. It's such a different world.
It sounds like Black Mirror.
It's very
Yeah.
Black Mirror, and you get really nauseous because
Oh.
it's so weird. When
And you
put
can
it
see
on,
everything?
your body doesn't like register
Oh
with
my
your
God.
eyes and your movements, so you get really nauseous. Like if you actually play it in the correct form,
It
you get like you want to throw up.
It reminds me of that movie with Harry Styles and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys have to try it. At least
I want
once.
to try it.
yeah, you
I
need to
haven't
bring
brought
it over.
that thing out in so long.
I feel like it's like haunted or something.
Yeah,
where you're,
I feel like
tucked
after that,
away.
I feel like after that experience, I was like, "This is weird."
Yeah.
So was
This
the
is weird shit.
VR club better than real life club?
It was really weird. Like, for example, there was like posters on the wall, like art on the wall, and they're like, "Oh yeah, someone bought that. Like that's their investment." or whatever.
What?
It was really weird.
With real money or
Yeah,
like
real money,
VR money?
real.
Oh
Like they pay
my.
real money to get.
And like, can you go anywhere in the world, or is it like completely different cities? Like, what's the
It's
vibe?
just like people make it themselves. So like you can make this room in VR and be like, okay, let's
like
come.
Sims vibes.
Yeah, let's come hang out in this room every day
Okay.
and like do a podcast on there instead
Wow.
of being in person.
I wonder if there's like
People probably fall in love on there.
yeah.
100%.
Do you think there's like,
like really geeky, like
100%?
love?
People they were like friends that meet up every day. Like
that's
real.
what I thought
That's
was
nice.
cute.
yeah,
that was
they had a
nice.
community on
Mhm.
there.
Yeah.
I feel like people had their cliques.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And I was just
Wow.
like a random solo artist.
You're like, I'm
Flying
here.
solo.
yeah. I'm like, hey guys, like I'm new here. Can you guys accept me to your group?
Um,
No, like the variety of conversations we're having right now is actually insane. And like these are things I've never talked about in my life. It's like
we're really everywhere.
honestly, I think podcasts scare me.
Yeah.
Who knows what's gonna come
I
out?
kind of feel like we're in VR right
yeah,
now.
but I feel like this isn't reality.
I
This is
know.
just like
I'm getting nauseous. Well, I wanted to end today with a little this or that.
ooh.
Just a couple of quick questions. They're really, really quick. And you get 1 second to think, and then you answer. And it's just this or that. So it's quick.
Am I answering?
Yeah.
How about Alana?
Sure.
Should I ask her different questions?
Yeah.
Why?
Wait.
I'm not good enough for these ones.
No, I'm trying to think
How about
I should do it.
at the same time?
At the same time, yeah. Okay.
I'm scared.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Mm.
But I don't know why I answer so fast because I drink tea.
You're taking too long.
Okay, coffee, I guess.
Okay.
Coffee's more like desserty to me. Tea is like chill.
Yeah.
Club or house party?
House party.
House party.
Me too. Value Village or boutique thrift store?
Valley Village.
Value Village.
Beach vacation or cozy cabin getaway?
Beach vacation.
Cabin getaway.
Wow, really?
She's a winter girl.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to a podcast or listening to music on your drive?
Podcast.
Both.
Choose one.
Music.
Sneakers or heels?
Sneakers. Depends on where we're going.
Yeah.
No, you have to choose one. You have to. Like, you.
Well, if sneakers are like, all my sneakers are getting burned today, like, no, I'm not choosing heels. I'm not going to save on foods in my heels.
Yeah, that's true. I guess for like practicality sneakers,
Yeah.
but like
It's.
I'd love to still have.
You
my
have to
heels.
choose one for.
I know. Like, I was like, can I keep one?
No.
I guess
Not in this
I don't
VR
know,
world.
Like, if I went to a gala, like I wouldn't want to
gala.
I wouldn't want to wear sneakers.
You pull up to Met Gala in sneakers. Like,
I'm just thinking
you're
about
celibate.
that.
Maybe we could like innovate like a.
Like, I don't want to be that different.
Maybe you can get
know?
like the Timberland boots or something. The boot heels.
No, oh God, no heels allowed.
Not even the Tims.
It's your one exception.
TikTok or YouTube?
Tough. Well, TikTok, because I watch more TikTok, but I feel like YouTube communities are
I vote
close-knit.
TikTok. I feel like most of the things I watch on YouTube are like podcasts. So like I feel like I could maybe live without, but I'd prefer to watch them on YouTube.
I've been watching Cody Co. Do you guys know?
No, what's
I've
that?
never
Like
watched
funny
him.
and do you guys know Cut? Like
Yeah.
they do
Like the
button
truth or
thing.
drinks
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
truth or
yeah,
drinks
yeah.
and stuff like that. He reacts to them. I don't know.
Oh.
It's just like sometimes when I want to watch a long form content or eat something, I like to
Mhm.
laugh or like giggle or something. So
Mhm.
I'm like, it's good vibes.
I miss like early 2010s to mid 2010s YouTube.
And should we bring it back?
I want to.
Let's do it.
Because I really missed that YouTube era.
I know,
It
it
was
was
such a good
good.
era.
Mhm.
It was good. It was kind of toxic though, huh?
Was it? It was. When you really got into it, there was like so
Yeah.
much YouTube beef back in the day.
Yeah. But I guess I think there's not really. Is there TikTok beef?
I don't.
Not the
I
same
feel
way.
like
I
it's-
think it moves too fast.
And I
Mhm.
feel like everyone's more individual, whereas YouTube, it's like, I feel like a lot of times people would like collab with other YouTubers
Yeah.
and
I
stuff.
feel like YouTube would be like, here's my apology video, and then it would be like, oh wait, like a couple days later, here's my response to that.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, it was so good.
Unless you're like huge, like actually like celebrity too, I feel like people aren't paying huge attention to
Mhm.
Yeah.
beef. You know,
Exactly.
Yeah. True.
Pizza or pasta?
Pasta, 100%.
pizza probably.
Ice cream or cake?
Mm. Neither.
Really.
Oh,
It's a tough one. I like both. I don't really eat cake that much. So
Right.
Like, when was the last time you had a slice of cake, except for at a birthday party?
I
Yeah.
love cake with ice cream.
Ice cream cake?
She said both. I don't know.
You
I
have
feel
to
like I
choose.
don't.
Are you not
Either
a sweet
one.
person?
I grew up like hating ice cream.
I made
so
her
feel
like
like
ice
I'm like
cream.
trying to like to like transition into
Why
like
did you hate it?
I don't know. It just wasn't for me. I like really sour things when I'm having sweets, not like milky.
I see.
She loves,
Milky
like,
does make you sick
passion
of
fruit.
Mm-hmm.
it. They know I had a bar of chocolate that I would eat after every meal.
Yeah. You know, we
live
got
without
back
it.
from Toronto, and I was like, I need that Lindt sea salt
That
dark chocolate.
specifically.
Yeah. I was
get it?
craving it. No, I need to go. I was eating the bag of chocolate chips in my fridge instead.
The thing with chocolate is that once you start eating it, once you have one piece, it becomes an addiction.
Yeah.
But if you go without it, you're not missing it.
Yeah.
I love how we're trying to do like quick fire questions. We won't shut up.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. This is gonna be like a 3-hour podcast.
For
Well,
real.
I think that is it.
That was
our-
all your questions.
Yeah, for this
Seriously?
and that.
We were liking that. That was fun.
I know.
Do you have more? Okay,
Cat or dog?
dog.
Your cat?
I think I'm dog, but I have a cat,
Mm.
and my cat. Not to go off again. like apparently I should have a podcast because I want to talk a lot.
I'll be waiting for it.
What's it called? My cat was evil for a really long time. And now
Evil.
Yeah, but the past 2 weeks, he's become the nicest, most cuddly cat. He would never be caught dead cuddling with me, like laying on my stomach while I'm like chilling. Now he's been coming and sleeping on me and purring.
That's really
So
cute.
it's changing my heart about cats.
Was he a teenager before? Okay.
He was a really bad boy.
That boy, now
He
he's
would
a
bite
good
my
man.
legs and bite my arms. I literally had scars. I was like crying about my
No.
arms. I was like, my arms are ruined. And like I know Kendall Jenner or something had a cat and she got scratched and they had to give it away because she's like, I'm a model. I can't be like scratched up on my arms. And I was like, I'm never gonna be a model. I'm just kidding.
That seems like kind of like
What?
like like
Sad?
yeah, like couldn't you just get like a trainer or something?
You can't train. I guess you can.
Do people get trainers for cats? I know
There's
they do
one
for dogs.
cat guru. If you have a really naughty cat, he comes and like figures out what's wrong, but it takes a lot of work.
Where does he live?
It's like Caesar Milan for the cat community.
Yeah. I forget his name. He's like an interesting man.
He's local?
No.
Oh.
like you gotta fly him out.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, never mind. I'm a cat guru myself though, because like when I open my balcony door, literally 4 cats will come
I've
in my house.
seen that
Aww.
on your
I love them
TikTok.
all. Yeah.
And it's so cute.
I'm their mother.
Yeah. You
But
give
I'm
like
not actually their mother.
you give such I'm surprised you said dog or were tempted to say dog because you give such cat girl energy.
I think I do too. I think I've always been a cat girl, but dogs just love you unconditionally.
Yeah.
I was kind of pissed off that my cat wasn't loving me unconditionally, so I switched sides.
That's what did it.
Do you give black cat or golden retriever energy?
I give golden retriever for sure. I think Bichon gives black cat.
Mm-hmm.
What
What
do you
about
guys
us?
think?
Yeah, what do you think we give?
Ooh, you definitely give golden retriever. You're kind of giving black cat.
Yeah, I see it. It's like black cat.
Black heart. Okay.
Black black cat that has a heart.
Yeah, you have a soft side, but I think all black cats have.
They
a
do,
soft side.
yeah. They're stigmatized against.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but what do you see me as? Because I answered for myself.
I'm giving golden retriever. You're giving golden retriever.
Yeah.
I think I'm.
Maybe like to people that don't know you, black cat.
Yeah, but like.
But as soon as you start talking,
because like if you went on my social media,
Yeah.
I was like giving black cat.
No.
Yeah.
no. Yeah. No. It's
I think
definitely
Bichon gives black cat though.
Yeah, he's like mysterious, like I don't know.
yeah.
Okay, I'll ask you another question. It's like these are coming off the dome. The dome.
The dome.
City or beach?
Beach that's close to city, so like Malibu, Vancouver.
For living or for
I
like
think
traveling?
Vancouver doesn't count as a beach because it's not blue.
It's like white pine with like
I guess
goose
White
shit.
Pine's actually one of the nicest. I feel like.
White Pine's great.
Last time I went to White Pine, we got like fries, and they got literally
Yeah,
a goose like
attacked.
ran up onto our blanket and like snatched them. Like I thought I was
God.
bitten. Like it was so scary.
No, but there was 2 weeks straight where me and Alana went to White Pine in the morning and went for morning swims, and we were like, we're gonna swim.
Wow.
7 a.m.
We're like, we're
Good
gonna
for
swim
you
across the
guys.
lake.
That's
we were like,
dangerous.
We met so many friends in the morning.
I know, I kind of miss them.
It was like old ladies and like this
Yeah.
one guy. It was like training for something.
Aw.
His he told us his like YouTube was like Silver Surfer something, and he had this
Wow.
thing that he like surfed on.
Paddleboard?
No,
It was like a very interesting device. I don't know remember what it's
it
called.
looked. He said we could try it. We're like, oh, we're good.
Did you guys actually like swim across?
No, we gave up on our dream kind of early, but we brought swim caps.
Oh, you
We-
got swim caps?
We bought swim caps, and that was the very last day we ever went.
I have to say that this podcast episode was giving. She wants to be mysterious, but she talks too much, and she reveals too much information.
I feel like it was big Aquarius vibes.
Was it?
Yeah, for
I think
sure.
It was. It was really giving Aquarius.
Yeah.
to the max.
Yeah, I loved it. Thank you for joining.